Welcome to what many consider to be the new home. El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, look at that left jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. His jab just got... Hold that thought! The Venezuelan is rocked. Big shot, and down goes El Nino de Oro. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Linares in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. I love the... Here's the bell to start round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full pound because I know his legs are strong. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
And the action is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Misses with the jab. Punch, counter punch. He wanted action, and they are delivering. And down goes Chocolatito. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked. Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. No rest for the weary. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A perfect catch. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Back and forth they go. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Which one of these athletes is gonna be the first to go down? A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good one. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throws the jab and doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got counted. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter punch. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Even I've got...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Let's talk about Linares in that last round. His legs are... On to the 6th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They exchange punches. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the tech and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Punch, counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well,
you